she was in the order.
I do that.
People have been doing that to keep people from flipping. I don't have that problem, but if you're finding yourself having the problem where they're flipping, right? Then you can give it to them before they walk in. It keeps their eyes on you.
I read my party though.
That's what I'm saying.
I totally gauge the guests. My lap boards are made without catalogs, but I have them like right there in my demo bag in case. Because if they're like,
I've done it with big parties. You saw that I did it for Haley's party, and I was like, no catalogs.
I'm on stage at like college lecture or something like that. Ready, I'll get catalogs. I'm like, don't get nervous. But if it's like crazy wild,
they just go through it.
Can I keep my catalog?
Exactly. Yeah, because I've done it for parties.
3 catalogs to use amongst each other. I don't use. I got you. Stop throwing catalogs.
Yeah,
I'll have a couple to hand out at the end, and if somebody wants to take it home, they can take it home. But I use only the wish list. You don't even need it anymore.
And I have people who still, you know, they like paper. So I party a lot with people who are older. They like their paper. So you're going to want to make sure that you're reading your group. But the younger group is fine. But when you hit, you know, that 40 to 60-year-old crowd, they want catalogs. They want to look at it and feel it and see it, and they want the pictures, and they want, you know, the descriptions, you know, like they want it in their hands. It makes sense. So you want to make sure that you're actually like reading your crowd appropriately. So I will keep them in. If I'm having a really big party, I had a really big party with nurses, and I knew there was going to be a lot of alcohol. So Brandy shouted that party, and she saw that I did not do catalogs. They had them, but they were in a separate bag, and I did not hand them out until the end. And people were surprised, and I was like, "There are 20 of you." And one of me.
It makes it a lot easier by not handing out the catalogs when you hand out everything else and make them wait, make them pay attention to you, because then they ask more questions and they buy more when they actually get in your order. It makes it a lot easier.
When I'm done with my miles, they're at the toys and they're like, "Oh my god, look at this," and they're taking pictures, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna start taking phones." No, like, close the book. So I felt like I was losing them to the catalog, so I handed out at the end.
I used to tell people to sit on it. I was like, if you get up and take it out, I was like, I'm gonna punish you. And I had my golden crops sitting across my table. I was like, don't threaten me with a good time. They sat down.
Yeah, so it depends. It really does. You've seen how I control a really big party, right? The party that you went to with the lap boards and everything. And what I did was the scavenger hunt. It's the first time that I'd ever done the scavenger hunt. Right? And did you see how big of that party was? So when I fly by the seat of my pants, tends to work. But there was 20 girls there, and it was loud, and so it was crazy, right? But when people saw that other people were getting raffle tickets, they were like, "What are they getting raffle tickets for?" I'm like, "For paying attention and for doing X, Y, and Z." And they're like, and they paid attention, and it was fine. But I made them use their raffle tickets to their catalogs to my advantage. But another thing, though, too, is that there's some things that I carry that there's something. Oh, that's fine. It's just recognition. There are things that I carry that, and it's going to be recorded here. So there are things that I carry that aren't in the catalog, right? So a few of those things are Love Myself is not in the catalog, and I carry it. Call Me Maybe.
Those are consultant exclusives.
Exactly. They're limited. Let's Get It On is not on there. It's back though, and it's fabulous. Okay? It is back. You really need it in your life. If you are not showing Let's Get It On, and you are showing the Jelly Tool Belt, or you are showing the Rendezvous, you need to start showing Let's Get It On. It is. What ceiling do you show? Exactly. No? No. So I always recommend as some kind of couples toy. Katrina, learn something, y'all.
What?
She needs to start showing couples toys.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wow, that's a big seller.
I saw the Playmate is the couples toy.
Right, but do we want a $99 toy, or do we want something that's $29?
Oh, choose.
Okay. So,
Because they still need whipped cream.
Because they still would. I'm just saying. also take the ring part, use as a handle, and put on your clitoris, and now it's a neat toy too. Yes, please.
The only one customer complaint from that one though is it won't fit if they small. Go back to
If they are small, and we're dealing with pencil penises, it will not work.
It will not fit. She was real sad for her new boy toy.
So tell her you can use it as a clitoral toy.
That's exactly what I did. I said, so you got a, so I was like, all right, but you still like the vibrations, right? She's like, yeah. I was like, so you got one with a handle. She's like, genius. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna give you that rendezvous at 20% off. She's like, okay. Because I had one in my bag. I was like, shit, done.
Okay.
So, that is something that, like, instead of, because we don't have.
She has a question.
Okay, yes.
Are there any toys with like the Bluetooth?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Not yet.
Yet.
I have a lot of people who ask me for the music ones and all like that. Not yet.
And that's the stuff that gets posted in board. So, and that's also those are, huh?
What do I want music in my vagina for?
Because
Move on, let me calling.
Let me tell you something. You're a conductor, date a musician. So you send the music, right? You have whatever your sexy playtime list is. Well, it's USB, or I'm sorry, it's Bluetooth, and then the vibrations match the music.
It goes to the beat, like, so like, you know how like you want your partner to have a groove.
Or you want to build your orgasm,
Yeah, like, so like, say if you got like a slow song on starting at first, so it goes with the beat, the flow of the music.
I'm like, what
And then,
Hey, welcome back to 1989, when we actually used to do our mix CDs. And you sit there for hours picking your song, and then you have to listen to it. You're like, yeah, that's the right. No, let me switch these two. That's not the right one. Okay, this is the right rhythm. I'm just saying.
I don't know, I like the one with grooves.
Yeah, that's before you're a mom, y'all. Any recognition, any other questions? Because we actually are still good on time. I'm so proud of myself, y'all. I'm so proud.
This was non-PR question.
Yes.
I told him in a blow up your meeting here, but my mom's trying to relaunch her Mary Kay business, and she needs faces because she hasn't done a facial in over a year. So she needs practice. She's not looking
Can
for people to
someone
buy
do me a favor and
stuff.
fill me up?
She's just looking for people to do faces.
I've never had a facial.
If you're interested in getting a facial, like with
Her
actual
mom's
like
awesome.
face wash and stuff, and help get matched for like your foundation color.
Here's my sugar scrub that I've been
Please give
talking
me your
about.
phone number. Please talk to me before you leave so I can help her out. Cause like
And then you can
my
sell.
mom's-
You can talk about it at
my mom
parties.
handed out like 200 of my business cards at Mary Kay World or career conference that they just had, so I want to help her out by getting faces. She just needs practice.
Thank you, yay.
Sorry, thank you.
I know that I was going super fast. Did anybody have any questions about what I was talking about? No?
I got my list of homework.
Okay. Yes.
I had a question. Okay, so you were saying that even if you upsell, you were saying that like they had a couple of things on their wish list, and you upsell them and tell them like, oh well. You
What if
said something about.
I take 10% off of those last 3 items?
No. It was when you said 50% off, but you still made $75. I didn't understand that.
Oh, so that's my VIP. So,
Okay.
so say that they have hit $250, right? So that makes them elite. All right, that's another level, right?
They spent $250
They spent $250 already in retail before tax and shipping. Thank you. Before tax and shipping in retail. Okay. So after that point, they still have things on their wish list.
Okay.
And they're like, oh, I'm kind of stuck. And I'm like, well, you hit 250. So that means that not only do you get to shop twice in my order in my spank box, which is just a box full of stuff that I got for discount or that's like free product or discontinued or stuff, but
So
still
they get that
vibrates.
for free.
They get that for free.
Okay.
And then they get 2 of those. This is just my personal VIP, right? And then they also get 3 items, anything in the catalog for 50% off. it ups your retail. So say that those things typically are going to be the big things, right? Things like the perfume they really wanted but they don't really need, but yes they do because it's 50% off. Or that extra toy, right? They got an executive but they also really want that Home Alone, right? Because it's 30 speeds and completely waterproof up to 1 liter, right?
But
Water.
do stuff that you haven't, give them discount, especially like if you're just starting out and you're living on
Make
stock,
it
be
work.
like 50% off is what I have on stock, what I have on
Right.
stock. Because you don't want to pay for them to spend more.
But I have a large stock, so I have those things in stock anyway. So you want to make sure that they are things on your in stock, right? So with your wish list, you're also controlling what you have in stock because the things on your wish list are things that you carry, right? So that helps to mitigate what Ileana's saying. Okay, it's one of the reasons, right? I mean, you want to make sure that things on your wish list are things.
No, but
that,
I mean, I'm just saying, for especially for like newer girls,
Right.
you don't want. I just want your girls getting the wrong idea and be like, yeah, any 3 items at 50% off. Well, yeah, if they get like a love swinger and like an executive,
yeah.
you don't have any of that in stock, you're gonna lose money.
TJ Maxx.
And so typically,
Right now, our
It's
buying
amazing.
discounts only 40%.
Right, that's why
you
you're-
want to make sure it fits it fits.
You can take what she's saying, kind of modify it to what fits you.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. How did that make sense? Like, that was my thing.
yeah. So make sure that it's stuff that you carry on stock.
Things that you have in stock. So say that they really needed that basic instinct, you carry it, right? But they really weren't sure if they needed things that smell good and were pheromone, right? Or things like an extra bottle of accoutrement. They really kind of wanted it, but they weren't really sure if they wanted it, right? So stuff that you can do 20% off of, right? But it increases your retail, and you end up walking away with $300 instead of the $250.
Right,
Right, and for
okay.
every $1,000 retail that you do, you get $50 free product from corporate every month. So if you bumps your retail, then you end up getting that back in free product.
No, that's what I was saying. Well, how did it make sense? That's all I wanted to
So
know.
the things in the spank box are typically things that I got for free
Yeah.
from my free products,
Right.
right? Or things that are going discontinued, right?
Yeah.
That go on sale.
That totally obsessed.
So that Totally Obsessed is gorgeous. It's it's a red.
$28.
It's $20. It's a red lip gloss, but also on the other side, it's also a really pretty like. She's gonna show you.
I am because I ordered a bunch of them for myself. That's the Totally Obsessed. It was a Christmas special. So it's a gorgeous red on this side and then the
And
glitter
clear.
on this side. And it's awesome. But if you buy a bunch of these because they're on sale, throw them I throw like 2 things at a time. I don't like too many of one item in my spank box at once. Because then they see that there's too much. But if you just toss that in there, it cost me like $8, but it's a $30 item. And
But
they spent more
they
to
had
get
to
it.
spend $150 to get it.
Yeah.
So if they hadn't, they wouldn't have. So they look at it and they go, oh, you can get free stuff.
Right.
And so that gives you your $1,000 parties.
Right.
That ends up upping your retail and ends up keeping you, instead of $50 a person, it's giving you $150 a person.
Right.
That's how it makes sense. You're walking away with more money in your pocket. But the way that you want to make sure you're doing it is so that it works for your business is things that you're carrying in stock. I carry a lot in stock.
Right.
So that's why it works for me.
Right.
Okay, yes.
You said for the elite, you said any 3 things in the catalog 50% off, or any 3 things that you had on the wish list?
It depends on what you want to do.
I do go somebody first and they come
You can say in either way. So if there's that last 3 things that
Is
they
it
really do.
50% off all 3 things, or 50% off each?
Each of the 3 items. So it's not like the 3 combined, it's 50% off each one. Questions? No? Good?
You said something about goodie bags.
Okay, yeah. So who brought their goodie bags? I want to see what's in them.
But I can tell you what's in it.
What's in it?
I didn't know we
Okay,
were
so I have
supposed
the
to,
little
but
heart bags that I got at the dollar store, like,
I posted.
at Valentine's Day.
Oh, I have 2 different
have-
kinds.
Okay, so I wanted to hear about like what people have in their goodie bags and how they've been working.
So I have 2 or 3 Hershey's Kisses that I usually put in there. I put my business card, which I spray with perfume, and then I have a gift certificate in there for $10.
Okay.
That's what I have.
So how do you present them when you go up and talk to people about it?
Really bad at that, but it's usually when I'm talking to somebody about if I need help with something, and then we ended up talking about my business, or if somebody like helps me out at the grocery store. Like I had a girl help me pick out avocados the other day. I gotta say, I gotta start doing them more often. Talk to your produce clerks because I have not had a bad avocado since. And so I give them a little goodie bag. Thank you so much for helping me out. Here's some chocolate, or like, here's some information, about me. Here's my business card. There's also a gift certificate in there, just as my way of saying thank you. And then even if you don't use that, there's some chocolate in there as well. So that's usually what I do, and they're like, oh, gift certificate? Like they don't even hear chocolate.
So you have a fabulous ring right now, right?
A what?
Ring. So
Yeah.
your ring is actually a statement
My
piece.
engagement ring? Yeah, that I'm not wearing.
Yeah. So I went to the health department y'all today, and I needed some paperwork done. And I'm filling it out, and all of a sudden she stops me, and she goes, "Oh my God, Jen." She's like, "Oh my God, ma'am, your ring is blinding me right now." Like over the top, like her jaw dropped, right? My ring. No, so much so that she ended up calling everyone else in the office to look at my ring. Perfect opportunity to give people goodie bags, just saying. Right? So, make sure that you have them with you everywhere because perfect opportunity
I'm
to
also
talk
a
about
apartment
it.
hunting, so I make sure to give them to all the girls in the office for taking the time out of their day on a Saturday to show me an apartment.
Yep.
They have to be there anyway,
Yep.
but they don't know that I know that.
You can just act like you don't know.
I did that for the past 3
Your mail lady just booked
My
party?
mail lady. I'm moving and I asked her for a change of address cards and she's constantly delivering packages and stuff and she sees Pure Romance when we get like the catalog. Help me out here.
Inspire.
Yeah, exactly. When we get Inspire, she'll see it. And one day I was talking to her about it and I'm like, okay, you're always delivering stuff to me. I'm that crazy one that this, and that. And I told her about Pure Romance. And she's like, oh, okay. And I gave her a business card and I asked her to change her address things and she's like, do you still do that Pure Romance thing? And I'm like, yeah, of course. And she's like, I need to get with you before you move because I really need I think I went on your website and I think I kind of want to do a party. And I was like, oh, here, give me your information. I was like, let's set it up. Book the party. Nice.
So you can literally be booking
No.
parties
I did not
everywhere.
see that one coming.
I
did not
They see it all day long. Yeah, they're the ones who are bringing our goodies all day long.
We get magazines.
Inspire.
Where's that?
It comes out quarterly.
Supposed to come to your house.
Well, my packages don't make it to my house half the time, but
In the
Yeah,
post
my
office,
UPS man
it's
kind of
like
screwed
a-
up on me too.
It's in a white envelope.
Call corporate.
Inside.
It ends up. You'll probably be in it soon with how well you've been doing. And it's
Yeah. No, you'll be in the next quarter.
You'll be in the next quarter. Yes. And it's super exciting to see your name. Who here has seen their name in Inspire and been super crazy excited?
I ripped that bitch
you
up
better
in
be
the mail.
Esperanza Torres.
over Facebook if it happens.
It
Okay,
gets
so if
posted.
one of you guys see me, please take a picture
I
and
will
send it to me
absolutely
because I
post it.
clearly don't get that magazine.
Yeah. Call corporate
Update your
and
address.
check
I
the
have.
address.
I went through a whole UPS thing. Like I had to have stuff sent to my mom. Now I have stuff sent to the office. That was
But on
fun.
corporate, make sure on your website and everything it has your correct address.
Because that's what they go by.
No, I did. I checked
Okay.
because I was wondering why I wasn't getting any love checks either. But it's a whole nother story.
Okay, so are you ready? Any last questions? Anything at all? Okay, fabulous. So recognition, my favorite. Okay, so Ileana with $2,714 for the month of February. Can I just say, last month was a big month and we had tons of recognition.
Girl, I got 2 L's in my name.
The next one does. That was the one that I did last.
What's wrong with Oh no, Chris is even worse. He just was like, listen, he goes, I can't say that. Cheryl, and I'm like, I'm right here. It's like school all over again.
Yeah, no, I was writing it and she was blowing on them. So yeah, that's how that worked.
I write
So
that
you went through 2 peer review.
Yeah, so you should feel loved. Sorry. Crystal, you have to get up. With $1,753 for the month of February. Laura had 1 recruit for the month of February. Eliana Alabarces, you're actually named, it's right on this one, so you can see that I know what I'm talking about.
I got full names
For
right
the
there.
recruit in February.
I hope you streaming because I'm gonna kick your ass if you're not. You can always be my downline, don't worry. I'll be your ass.
My lord, what did you bring?
It's a remote.
Oh,
It's a remote.
Rachel Cleveland, you had a recruit in February as well. And Rita did $1,101 for the month of February. Yes, you did. Yes. You can tell when you party. And Christina had $807 for the month of February. Laura King had $773. Big working girl. And Brandy Goodman had $709.
Tell me what was shown on that. It was a lot more, but.
And Jessica had $587, but we're not telling anybody about that. Katrina had $2,107. Tell me she's not gonna be an Inspire bag with you, please. And last but never least, Rachel Cleveland with $1,677 for February. Woo! Right now we're having an awesome month. Like I said, we're at $52,000 in sales for the month, and we still have 2 weekends left. How awesome is that? Yes.
I personally recommend putting these in a frame and putting them somewhere in a room, wall, whatever. And if your local Dollar Tree doesn't have them, you can actually speak to the manager and have them request them. As long as you order them in 10 or more, they'll place a special order for you. You don't have to pay extra for it, just whatever you